How can a brand new map feel fun, frustrating, balanced and broken in the same time? Welcome back friends, Burgas here, and after playing more than half season on the new Call of Dragons map, I'm finally ready to break down the real good, the real bad, and how this map actually affects your PvP at the end of the day. And to be fair, I was feeling confused. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling confused when I opened the map and I saw this gate 3 to open somewhere in the future and not even the near future. And I was looking at the map and I was like, oh my god, we're stuck in here. Now my only hope was this thing here. So we're going to have a chance in the statue portal to have some fun, you know. But when I opened the Augustone, I noticed that this thing opened. I don't even remember when this thing actually opened. Is that the runic statue? It's very far away when this thing actually was opening, and I was like, oh my god, we're stuck it here. And I start seeing people saying, yo guys, to the devs, yo guys, this map for the A seeds is no fights there. We're in same time we're looking how the people are fighting over the behemoths in their zone 2. They're having also ruins, if I remember. Yeah, after gate 1 they also have some ruins. It was like, where is our PvP? What is going on here? But after playing for like over half of the season, I think the design of the map is very nice, and I'm going to explain why. It's very nice for the active kingdoms, because if you're not active player, let's say it like this, if you are not present or online when the portal open from your union, basically your kingdom that you're united with, you're basically missing this 2-hour window to actually fight. So the only way is doing some merit trade. So I see something like specific hours for the PvP for the A seeds. It's something like testing the discipline of the 8 seeds. I really want to fight over the behemoths, don't get me wrong. I really want to get the, for example, Thunder Rock or this Magisma Giant and etc. But at the end of the day, that was something new presented in Call of Dragons, where the people was confused. It was like we're having the gate 3 and 4 and we're basically stuck it here. But something very nicely that developers actually did is bringing 2 alliances against 1. That's correct. You have 1 A seed and you have 2 B seeds. So the 2 B seeds from the enemy side is actually fighting against us in the final zone. And the interesting thing here is we're having X amount of power. They both together combined is having our power, but they're striking from 2 different sides. And this really makes the game very interesting. Now after the gates 3 open, the thing become extremely entertaining. And also, it's not guaranteed you're going to survive. So for the first time, the A seeds may not get whatever they like if they don't fight with other A seed. Because for this zone, there is, from the opponent side, the strongest alliance have no access. So normally, back in the days, everything that your most strong alliance, your opponent that is the most strong alliance, don't have access. Normally, this is something that, you know, the other top alliance was actually getting. Here it's not like this. Here you have to fight for this zone to secure the Necro Giant or maybe the Hydra and etc. For example, on the other side, where we're having exactly mirror situation, the enemy or the A seed that is from the enemy side right now is basically blocking this spire with 2 bastions, and is just going to protect this place. So they may actually get the Hydra, but they're not going to get the Necro Giant. So the Necro Giant is going to go in some more weak alliance. And by weak, I mean weak by power, not by activity or etc. Just in form of raw power. So it really makes this map things very interesting. But I still remember the frustration. It's like, yo, what is going on here? When when we going to farm? Am I going to farm the whole season? And people get wild over this. But I still believe somehow, because we're strongly depending on the BCs. Are they going to build portals or not going to build portals? If they don't build portals, we're sitting and farming. So this is actually putting your most strong alliance destiny in somebody else's hands. It's something like this, but so far for me personally, I didn't make a lot of merits because, you know, some of the portals I missed, some of the portals I was there. We are having a lot of fun and fight in this zone, and the majority of my merits is from this zone. But at the end of the day, I think it was very interesting approach over the season maps and how the PvP are actually working over these maps. Because, you know, the people are like, some of the people are like, okay, but when we're going to get new map and etc. I don't think somebody actually care that much about the new maps. They actually care the opportunity for the PvP, the opportunities for choke points, spars and etc. And how you're going to do the PvP in this map. How many kingdoms there are going to be, how many zones there are going to be, how many behemoths, etc. I think this is what people actually care, and not, for example, this is, for example, Belleron, or this is Tamaris, or whatever. I don't think people care that much over this thing. And this is, for the first time, I see some very nice experiment from the developers and their approach over the map and how the map should be. Yeah, it was not fun to wait somebody else to open the portal for you so you can teleport to the portal, but the moment they build the portal, your units or your legions, when you deploy them on the portal, they immediately go there. At the beginning, people was having some fears, so the alliances was building the portals at the middle of nowhere. No joke, at the middle of nowhere, and I was having like 15 minutes walking time. So it was really frustrating, but with the time people become more and more confident and start to adapt over this technology that Call of Dragons is presenting. And for me it's very nice because the moment my legions die, they go in the portal and it's immediately in my castle, and I immediately send it directly at the portal. It's something like the behemoths. These portals for the behemoth was built for this purpose. Not everybody to teleport to the behemoth. You have to build towers there, you have to have some territory so people can actually, and the refresh time, some people are going to be very far away, so till they go to their castle, the troop, and go back to the behemoth, it's actually costing the time. The old players playing Call of Dragons know what I mean about that. And this waiting period till you wait, the person comes, somebody go AFK inside in the behemoth lair, and I was like, brother, not again. But yeah, I think these portals is a new mechanic that can be very useful and very interesting, and give an opportunity for many different strategy. Many different strategy the players can make, so, you know, to make their game more interesting, to make their KVK more interesting. Just, I really like that we're getting some tools to make our KVK more fun, and not waiting on the developers to you know, to make everything for us. Like for example, Roots of War, it's very interesting the way with the Garwood as a garden zone with this artifact, but people are getting clever. People are having already a lot of experience, and they experiment with everything new that is coming in Call of Dragons. So yeah, my overview over the map this season is I like it. At the end of the day, I like it. I know I was frustrated till the gate 3, but right now I have non-stop fightings because on the both sides there is alliances. So you're having this chill waiting for portal gameplay till the things spike up to zone 3 are coming, brother, and you're going to fight 2 against 1. And this is developed by the developers for the strong alliances. So if they have activity, both of these 2 sides, even though that we're strong, this is like 2 kingdoms, and in point of how many members they're having or legion presence, they're going to have more from us. This means 2 times more hospitals even at the end of the day. So yeah, I just wanted to give my 2 cents over the new map, and that I really like the map, not gonna lie, I really like the map. Now from point of rewards, I don't know. I mean, the rewards are absolutely the same. You have what was the name? These achievements where you basically have to go and get some merits, 12 million merits and etc. Now, not big change in form of rewards, but everything else is looking very nice. It's very good. Okay, not very good, but it's something different and interesting, and this is my personal opinion over the map. And if you're interested in Call of Dragons videos, don't forget to like the video, also subscribe to this channel. I'm making daily Call of Dragons videos on the different topics, guides, warplay, even streaming from time to time. So yeah, if you're interested in this one, like and subscribe for this channel. The other thing that I really like was when the behemoths get locked. Now they're fighting, for example, this 2B kingdom are fighting in this zone, and the moment this zone finish and the new gate get opened, if you go and check it out, the behemoth is like protected for 30 days and 7 hours. Well, 30 days and 7 hours most likely is the end of the season. So the moment you're getting the behemoth in this zone, you no longer need to be present there. Even if the enemy get the whole zone, you don't care, they cannot touch your behemoth. This is the behemoth. This behemoth is for you till the end of the season. I also think this is absolutely nice add up on top of that from the developers, because you know there's a kingdoms that they don't want to fight in the final zone, and they start trying to get the behemoth of their enemy in the zone 2, and the whole fight or the whole battle is in the zone 2. And like this, the moment the zone 2 finish, you just don't have work there. You can leave the enemy get the whole map, the whole zone 2 map, the behemoth is going to be for you. So yeah, I really like also this approach, because you know one alliance can just decide, okay, I'm not going to fight in the final zone, and I see this over and over again. I'm not going to fight in the final zone, but maybe I'm going to try to get the Thunder Rock in the zone 2. So you know, this is something that actually I didn't like. I don't know the word, frustrating me from time to time when I see, especially if my alliance are doing that, or if the enemy alliance are doing that. It just, yo, go there and fight. It's a war game after all. So yeah, I just wanted to give my 2 cents over this new map. If you have something in your mind, let me know in the comments below. For example, I missed something in this video that you think is, oh, there is a new event with this healing, with these elixirs, so you hit different levels of merits per day and you're getting free healing, and it was decent amount of free healing. I think this is also great add from Call of Dragons in this season map. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is my personal opinion over the map. Again, let me know your in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to this channel if you're enjoying Call of Dragons and you want to see more Call of Dragons videos. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.